You don't realize how much your environment changes you until you leave it. Not for a weekend, not for a vacation, but really leave. Mentally, emotionally, physically, maybe, but more than that, spiritually. And that's when you feel it. The silence, the space between who you are and who you're becoming. Not the volume, the pressure, the constant hum of expectations, assumptions, unspoken roles. You adjust, you adapt, you play along. You are a version of yourself that works for them. And slowly, piece by piece, you lose yourself. Until pretending feels normal. Until the real you feels like a stranger. The people around you don't have to be toxic to affect you. Even good people can shape you into something small. They can box you in without even meaning to. They call you the funny one or the reasonable one, and suddenly you're stuck playing a part. And even if you try to go past it, they flinch. Because people get comfortable with who you used to be, even if you're dying in that version of yourself. The shift is slow. You stop showing up to places that drain you. You stop saying yes to be included. You just stop performing. And in that moment, you start choosing yourself. You feel guilty at first, because no one teaches you how to walk away from a life that you built to please others. They tell you to be yourself, well, only if that makes them comfortable. So when you leave, people take it personal. But it was never about them. It was about survival. It was about peace. It was about finally living for you. There's something beautiful about being unknown again. About waking up somewhere new, where no one has a version of you in their head, where you can breathe, speak, and move differently, and no one questions it. That kind of space is rare, and when you get it, you start to realize how far you've drifted from who you used to be, and now who you're meant to be. The version of you isn't shaped by fear, isn't built around approval, isn't watered down. Some people were only meant to meet the earlier version of you, the one who tolerated more than they should have, the one who kept quiet just to keep the peace, who when they didn't know how to say no. That version needed them, but this version doesn't. You're allowed to outgrow people. You're allowed to walk away from dynamics that feel familiar but empty. You're allowed to build a new life that doesn't require shrinking. You don't have to take everyone with you, and that doesn't make you cold. It makes you honest. You can love people and still let them go. You can appreciate the memories and still move on. You can forgive yourself for staying too long. And start now with what you have. It's not selfish to want peace. It's not wrong to crave freedom. You don't owe anyone your silence, your exhaustion, or your potential. You're allowed to live a life that feels like yours. Not one you inherited, not one you settled into, one you choose. And the more you step into who you really are, the more you'll understand. It wasn't you that was broken, it was your environment. And now, it's time to build your own. You were never too much. You were just in the wrong place.